Welcome to the OnlyFans Secrets Marketing Podcast. The goal of this podcast is to help both new and established OnlyFans creators learn the basics of online branding, marketing, and promotion to help you make more money with your content and maximize your time online. My name is Richard Lewis, and I have over 20 years of internet marketing experience. So let's get started with today's topic. And that topic is OnlyFans New Year's resolutions for 2022. All right, so it's a new year, and I know you all are ready to conquer the world. That's why the first new episode of the podcast this year is going to talk about resolutions you can make on your OnlyFans to really start 2022 with a bang. There are a lot of important things you can do this year as a creator to be successful. So I hope this list speaks to you. I'm going to go over 10 things I recommend you do for a successful OnlyFans in 2022. And as always, you can read along to this podcast at seobounty.com/136. Again, that's seobounty.com/136. All right, so let's get started. All right, so although most of us make New Year's resolutions, it's pretty much a fact that most of them are discarded a few weeks into the year. The whole gym membership industry relies on people getting very excited about their health and fitness in the new year and then forgetting about it a few months later. Well, at the beginning of this year of 2022, I propose that you do your best to keep your New Year's resolutions and add a few more to the list in regards to your OnlyFans page. All right, so here is my list of 10 OnlyFans New Year's resolutions you should work hard to keep this year. All right, so number 1, pick a new niche to explore. One way to keep your OnlyFans page interesting and yourself highly engaged in the process is to constantly be exploring new areas to make money from. A great way to do this is to explore new marketing niches as the new year begins. As you may know, a niche is a particular category or interest that has a good amount of consumers who are interested in buying it. Niches can include anything from what you choose to wear, like bikinis or lingerie, to how you present yourself to your customers, from say a hot mom to a femme fatale. If you have been working a particular angle or niche for a while, it might be time to spice it up a bit. You can do this in 2 ways. You can either break down your niche further, i.e. hot wife and mom, or bi-curious hot mom, or gothic hot mom, for example, or you can decide to branch out into a new category from, say, hot mom to hot wife. Typically, I recommend keeping your niche somewhat similar to your previous niche, as it is less likely to alienate your current subscribers. It also requires a lot less investment because you can use some of your older content for the new niche as well. If you have been working a while on a niche that doesn't inspire you anymore, then you can completely strike out on a brand new niche that will keep your interest. You also want to keep an eye out on hot niches that may be gaining in popularity so that you can take advantage of timing. Either way, make sure that your niche inspires you to create great content and promotions. All right, number 2. Reach out to as many fans on an individual basis as possible. I know reaching out to a lot of fans is easier said than done and can often lead to issues with how much attention is too much from them. But if you are currently doing the bare minimum outreach to fans, which a lot of OnlyFans creators are guilty of, then the new year offers you an opportunity to really make a change. If you have been working on your OnlyFans page for a while, you should be able to identify which buyers and subscribers are spending the most money on your page. These are the fans you want to try to give your most attention to. Remember that money talks, and if other fans who spend less see those who spend more getting a lot of attention, they are more likely to step up the amount of money they are willing to give as well. I highly recommend making note of your top spenders each month for all to see and letting everyone know what those top spenders are getting as a bonus or reward because of it. Reaching out to fans can be done individually or in a bulk way, but make sure that however you decide to do it, that it seems as individualized as possible. There are a lot of ways to reach lots of fans without everything seeming like a throwaway bulk message. Number 3, explore a new social media channel. Although it may seem like sites like TikTok are all that matters to fans in 2022, there are always going to be smaller niche sites emerging that will gain internet users' attention. If you have been hesitant to get on TikTok in the past, go ahead and review my episode of the podcast on making a TikTok thirst trap for your OnlyFans this year. If you are killing it on Instagram and TikTok, it might be a good time to start ramping up your presence on Twitter or Reddit. As I've always mentioned, make sure that you never stretch your time and brand out too far when expanding. But keep in mind, when you don't expand, you run the risk of not reaching all of the potential fans that you could. So in the new year, take a real look at where internet activity is happening, especially among your target demographic. Ask yourself if you are in all of the places that potential fans might be lurking, especially new fans, to your OnlyFans page. Each year, a whole new group of people turn 18 and can start subscribing to your OnlyFans. So you want to make sure that you aren't just on social networks used by older demographics. If you are doing well on more established social media channels, use your time to start pages on less established social channels that have the potential to explode in traffic in the future. All right, number 4, delve deeper into your stats. One area that is often neglected is the real raw data that statistics can provide you about your OnlyFans and social media traffic and interactions. No matter if you've had your OnlyFans page for all of 2021 or just started it, you should take the time to look over your statistics and learn from them. A few of the key factors you should be paying attention to is where your OnlyFans traffic is coming from and what fans are spending the most money. Although OnlyFans limits you in what information you can learn from the site itself on a daily basis, if you pay close enough attention to your prime social media channels, you will be able to see what traffic is going to your OnlyFans page itself. It can be a little bit of work to put all the pieces together from different sources, but when you do, you'll have an advantage over other creators who are just aiming without knowing what target they are aiming for. Depending on how popular your page is, you can turn to things like Google Trends to check your brand popularity and searches as well. When it comes to promoting yourself on sites like Reddit and Twitter, you can and should pull the stats from each post that you put out onto those social channels to determine the effectiveness of your pictures and promotional message. All right, number 5, make a content creator friend. One great resolution for the new year when it comes to OnlyFans is to look out for a new OnlyFans creator to befriend and network with. This doesn't always have to be someone you can collaborate with in person. This can be someone who is in another country or state, but you have a similar content or interests and can help each other grow your pages. Typically, it's best to interact with someone who could possibly share a similar audience as yours so that you can both benefit. Although OnlyFans has limited how much you can share others' content on your page, there are still a lot of opportunities to share content on social media. When you get exposed to your OnlyFans friends' audience and you expose them to yours, it's a win for both of you. It also is helpful to have someone to talk to who is going through the same work challenges as you are. This can help you stay motivated by being there for someone else and sharing helpful OnlyFans tips and tricks for success on the website. Making a friend or several creator friends on the platform can really be beneficial for both your incomes, as well as making being an OnlyFans creator a lot more fun. Number 6, reinvest some of your profit into yourself. One positive of working for yourself is that you can get to decide where your profit goes. One great way to improve upon your OnlyFans and your brand itself is to invest back into yourself. What I mean here is that some of your profit from OnlyFans should go back to the product you are producing, either through improved photographic equipment, outfits, clothing, or even just makeup or workout activities. Remember that you are your brand when it comes to OnlyFans, which means the better you make yourself look to your fans, the more money you will likely bring in the new year. So a good resolution is to look at the money you made in 2021 and determine if you used all of it wisely. Could you have invested more of your profits into improving your brand image or content? If the answer is yes, then you need to commit to putting aside a certain amount for future growth and improvement. This money can be used to promote your OnlyFans page or improve your overall product. Throughout the year, you should keep to the amount of money you have committed towards brand growth as well. Number 7, work more towards creating your brand. As I've mentioned many times, you are your brand when it comes to your OnlyFans page. You want to make sure that you are spending a good amount of time not just on selling people your OnlyFans page, but in expanding your brand outside of OnlyFans itself. Remember that OnlyFans is the last stop of a marketing funnel that you have built. If the funnel is strong enough, no matter whether OnlyFans continues to be popular or not, you will continue to thrive. The best way to ensure this continued success is to build out your brand on multiple social media and internet channels. So for the new year, you want to double down on your commitment to looking at ways to continue to expand your brand. The brand of you needs quality graphics and images just like major brands do, as well as consistent brand messages. When you expand to different social media channels, you want to bend your brand message towards that channel to maximize your effectiveness there. But make sure not to completely take away your brand message itself. You should have 1 or 2 images that you want to sear into your potential fans' minds on each of your social media channels. The more time you spend on your brand, the more likely you are to be successful on OnlyFans, but also just successful overall in selling your content. Number 8, learn a new skill to help with your OnlyFans promotion. If you have been working on your OnlyFans for a while, you know that it requires you to do a lot of different tasks on a weekly and monthly basis. Some of these tasks you might find taxing, and you might also be either ignoring or paying someone else to take care of the work for you. In the new year, you want to identify one of these tasks and learn the skills necessary to get it done yourself. This can mean taking some of the time you've allotted to other tasks and start to learn this new task. Some common tasks you might be putting off would be learning to do your own graphic design work, learning how to write effective ad copy, learning to talk more openly with fans, and being less shy. There are a lot of different areas you could begin to explore, and it will really be determined on an individual basis what you need to start working on. If you're not sure, write down all the tasks you do for your OnlyFans in a month and see if there are any that you are not giving a lot of attention to or letting others